Hello, hello. It's Nicole Moore here, love coach extraordinaire, founder of Love Works, and I'm here with a very ranty message today. This is Nicole bringing the tough, fierce love that I can feel you are needing. The reason that this is happening, I always get fierce when I talk to women, when I interact with women in my community, and they're saying, Nicole, I want to find love. I'm ready for love. And then I see how they're showing up and I see how they're operating. And I'm like, I can see very clearly why the love of your life isn't here yet. And they say they want something different, but they don't choose it. They keep choosing what they've always been doing. So I'm going to share with you in this video why you need to stop complaining, whining, crying about your love life and the fact that your man isn't here yet. Because if you're not doing the right things to bring him in, then with all due respect, can you shut the F up and just get to doing the work? I told you there'd be fire in this video, but know that it's coming from such deep, fierce love, because the thing that I know is how to actually get you aligned for a top 1% man, because I did it for myself. I've done it for so many clients, and I know the exact steps, and I know what it takes, and I know when a woman is lying to herself, when she's saying the words, I'm ready for love, but when her vibration is so far away from what she wants that she's never, ever, ever, ever gonna get it. And it makes me sad, because I know how much you want to be with that man, and I know how hard for you it's been. So I'm not saying, when I say stop complaining, I'm not saying it hasn't been hard, but what I'm saying in this moment is, are you doing what you actually need to do to draw in the love of your life, or are you doing the same thing you've always done? Because the same thing you've always done won't work. If you've been single for years and years and years, and you think that magically, somehow, the love of your life is going to come to your doorstep when you're not actually doing anything differently, you're confused. If you've been dating unavailable men one after the other, or the not right man one after the other, and you think that magically the right man is going to just drop into your life without you doing anything different, you're confused. So let me tell you what actually works. You know the thing that makes you get to your man faster? It's not getting the right dating site. It's not dating like it's a numbers game. It's not giving up on dating. It's the inner work. And I know that doesn't sound sexy, but it's the sexiest thing in the world when you realize, holy shit, if I get myself aligned, what I want comes to me. And I don't know why people resist the inner work so much, but I think it's because it's actually what's going to change them. I have women resist me all day long. What I mean by that is they follow me and they follow me and they consume every single piece of content that I've ever put out there, but they're not doing the real work to change. And then I'm like, hey, let me help you. And they go, oh no, but I still have to like be in my old patterns. I still have to be afraid. I still have to do it my way. Your way is not working. Your way is not working. That's the tough love that I need you to hear. If you've been single for a long time, if you haven't found the right man, if you've been struggling, if you know you're struggling, your way isn't working. And that's actually the first step to getting things to change. See, women suffer the delusion that somehow magically the perfect prince is going to fall into their lap. He only falls into your lap magically when you've aligned yourself to get there. What does alignment mean? It means you've made yourself into the woman who can actually receive it. You know, if the perfect man came to your doorstep, what you have to ask yourself is, would I actually be ready to receive him? Do you know and understand there's a light years of difference from I'm saying I'm ready and I'm actually ready? So what does it take to get ready for the kind of man that you want? Well, the first step is to stop complaining, whining, crying about the fact that he's not here, and to actually do what it takes to get there, which is being aligned, because you will never attract in a top 1% man. I'm talking about a great man. If you want a normal man, go to a bar right now, open up a dating app, go ahead, get a normal man. The reason I'm so fired up is because everybody keeps coming to me saying, I want a top 1% man. I want a top 1% man, Nicole. I want that amazing man that you're talking about. I want that amazing relationship that you're talking about. But they seem to think that just wanting it is enough. They seem to think that just saying they want it and then following all my free love advice and probably a million other coaches is enough. And if you're following all that advice, but you're not actually changing on the inside, it's not enough. I am not the coach for women who want an ordinary man. I'm not the coach for women who don't want to do the inner work. I'm the coach for the women who understand I'm the one stopping me from meeting love in my life. Not from a place of blame and shame and, oh my God, there's something wrong with me. I'm the coach for the women who understand, finally, my love life and the negative, shitty, crappy results have been created from me. I don't know how to create what I want though, so can you please help me to get there? And then I'm the person that takes you and shows you step by step by step how to get there. If you want a normal man, go to the bar right now. But if you want a top 1% man, if you want love that most people will only dream of, but you will have, it takes getting aligned. So I'm going to tell you what alignment is so you understand what it is and where you are misaligned. So the first place you want to look at is your mindset, okay? When I say alignment, the way that I teach it, I know how other people teach it. This is how I teach it. This is how it works. Just listen to me because I really am the best love coach in the world at this present time. So mindset, how you're thinking about dating, how you're thinking about men, how you're thinking about yourself, that determines the quality of man that can come in, okay? Mindset determines the quality of man that can come in. So if you're looking at your reality and you're going, I don't see the right kind of men, it's not because they don't exist. It's because your mindset is not allowing them in. Now, for any of this to work, you've actually got to be a person who's done enough personal development to get to the place where you can kind of understand that what you're thinking and feeling is creating your reality. Okay, I work with a high-level woman. I don't work with women who haven't done some personal development already or are starting to understand it. So if you're watching this, you probably already know, although you might not have fully locked into this, that your beliefs create your reality. So I want you to ask yourself this question. Are you thinking thoughts like, it's not going to work out for me, I'm never going to find the one, poor me, I'm so lonely and single, you know, my ex did this, all the men did this, they're never going to change, I'm never going to have it, I'm never going to find him, doubt, 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 fear, 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 doubt, 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 fear, 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 doubt, 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 fear, 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 fear. Is that in your mindset? Just be honest, because if it is, guess what? Would you want a man that's coming to you believing love's not going to work out for me? I can't trust love. Love isn't safe. I can't trust women. All women are going to hurt me. You've met those kind of men. They're not the men you want, right? Do you want a man that doubts that love can even last? No, because then he's not even going to want to be in a lasting relationship with you, right? So if you were to attract in a man that had the level of doubt and fear in your mind, would you even want him? No. But then why would you expect that a top 1% man who by definition of being this amazing man, he has a great mindset, why would he be a match for you? You see what I'm saying? Now, I want you to hear me on this because I don't want this video to spin you into I'm not worthy. You are worthy of having that man. But if you're not aligned, if you're not acting like a match, he's not going to spot you. He's not going to see you. He's not going to come into your reality, and he's certainly not going to want you. So don't confuse not being ready and not being aligned with not being worthy. You are worthy. But just because you're worthy of something and just because you're destined for something doesn't actually mean it will come to you, because you have to be ready. You know, A Course in Miracles, which I mention a lot because I study a lot, says in there, miracles are natural, but purification is necessary first. Miracles are natural, but purification is necessary first. How do you want to hear that in your love life? It's natural for you to be with an amazing top 1% man that spoils you and loves you and is fully committed to you. That's natural. But until you purify your system, meaning the thoughts of doubt and disbelief, and it hasn't happened yet, so it can't happen now, and let me argue with you, Nicole, about why I can't have it and why my reasons are so special. And no, please believe me, Nicole, when I say I can't have him because I'm overweight, or I'm not where I want to be in my career yet, or it's never happened yet. Women come to me all the time and they try and convince me they're coming to me to help them find love, yet they want to sit there trying to convince me of the reasons why it's not possible for them. It's crazy, right? And I love you even if you do that, because that's my job to help you work through it. But half of the battle sometimes with my own clients, it's like, they're fighting me so strongly on the fact that their limiting beliefs are real. No, Nicole, it's really real for me. It's not real for you. But if you believe that you're limited in your love life, if you believe that you can't have it, if you believe that the men you want don't want you, or you're not seeing them, or it's so rare, blah, 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 that will be true for you. And I have a success story for pretty much every single limiting belief you could ever bring me. One of my clients, LDS, you know, if you don't know LDS, it's a religion, but it's not like every man in the world, if you go on Tinder, is LDS, right? I've certainly never, you know, met one. So she could have convinced herself that this is so rare, my requirements are so rare, I can't meet anyone, blah, 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 blah. But she chose to believe. And so she found him, and now they're engaged, and I can't wait to see the pictures. That was mindset. She had to shift her mindset. I showed her how to shift her mindset to absolutely 100% with focus and determination and a willingness to be unwavering focus on her vision. Now, here's why you need to do this. What do you think the top 1% man does in his mindset? Why do you think he's so amazing and maybe successful and maybe accomplished and maybe a really great person and he can be a great dad and all that? Do you know what that requires? Focus. It requires that man to look at the fear and choose his vision and love and family and all of that. I think most women don't realize men have the same amount of fear as you do. Like, women are sitting there actually expecting men to want to be committed to them for life, and they're not even thinking about all the fears that a man would have to face within himself. But some men believe in love. Some men can believe that love can be lasting. Some men can put all of the shit that they've been through in their own love lives behind, all of the ways they've been hurt behind, and choose love. That is a rare kind of man. You may have noticed that many of the men out there are not able to do that. They're still wounded because of their ex or their ex-wife. They don't believe in love. They're afraid of love. They're cynical. They're wounded. They're shut down. So are you a match in your mindset for that kind of man? Look at what you're thinking. Or are you a match for the top 1% man? Because that's what I do. I help women elevate their thinking to be a match for a top 1% man. And when they do that, that's when they start to appear, because your mindset determines the quality of men that you bring in. Then let's look at your heart. Alignment is your mindset, your heart, and your energy. When all those three are aligned, that's when you meet the perfect man. I've seen it happen with hundreds of clients now, so just trust me on this. So your heart determines if you're going to have a good or bad relationship. Your heart determines what patterns you're going to attract in. Are you going to attract in a man who's super loving and adoring and caring and wants to give you everything? Or are you going to attract in a man who's closed or unavailable or shut down or critical or not able to give you what you want? That has to do with you, not the men. You are responsible for the man or men you're attracting in your life or the lack thereof. You are responsible. It's not the dating world. It's not the men. It's not the exes. It's not anything other than you. And when you get that, the first reaction is like, oh God, shit, this is what I've attracted. But that should empower you after that to go, if I'm the one creating this, then I can shift it. And it's only the women that think in that top 1% way that even get this, because all the other women, they're still stuck in blame mode and victim mode and blaming men, society, life, the dating apps, lack of this, lack of that, my weight, my appearance, I'm too old, I'm too young, blah, 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 blah. Most women are in that vibration. So most women attract men in that vibration, and then they complain about the kind of men they attract, as if it's something else other than them that's doing the attracting. Are you hearing me on this video? You are doing the creating of your love life. You are doing the attracting in your love life. It's the way it is because of you. It's the way it is because of how you think. It's the way it is because of what's in your heart, what's in the way, what hasn't been healed. It's the way it is because of the energy that you're projecting that's either attracted to the right men or attractive to the wrong men, or so shut down that there's no men. Your love life is the way it is because of you. So if you don't like it, Can you stop complaining? Can you stop saying, yes, I'm ready for a top 1% man, and doing nothing about it, really? Because I'm not interested in anything other than helping you actually get what you want. That's why there's fire in this video, because I'm tired of pumping women up to believe they can have what they want in the hopes that they'll actually take the action. But somehow, some way, some women are just getting pumped up to believe that they can have what they want, but then they're not taking the second step, which is the action. So now they're in this place of, woohoo, Nicole, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, but not doing the real work to make it happen. Back to your heart. So your heart has to do with, basically, have you really processed all the pain and hurt and your childhood yet? Who's running the show emotionally? Is it your inner little girl who's still wounded, who still believes that love is a certain way because of her childhood, or is it the empowered woman? I need you to hear me on this. This is a very important point. Please hear this. Please get this. Please understand this. This is 100% true. You will never, ever, ever, ever attract in your love life something different than how your parents loved you or failed to love you until you heal. If you haven't done that work to heal what happened in your childhood, meaning the reasons you believe love is scarce, love is criticism, love is abandoned, love is rejection, love is the rug's gonna be pulled out from under me, love is not safe, I can't really be me in love. You know, the reason why you have all those limiting beliefs in the first place is because of what went down in your heart and your childhood. If you haven't healed that, you are literally only ever going to attract in somebody who mirrors what you got in your childhood. Try and fight me on this. I've literally, in working with thousands of women, have never, ever, ever, ever seen a case where somebody who comes to me isn't, before we've done the work, attracting in men, or if they haven't done any inner work, attracting in men who are an exact reflection of what they didn't get and what their parents taught them to believe love is, but that's not the truth of what love is. My clients who have an unavailable man pattern, for example, they don't just magically wake up and attract in an amazing top 1% available man because they want it or they say they're ready. In fact, they only ever attract him in when they heal the inner little girl. So if she doesn't believe something different can happen, truly, if that inner little girl inside does not believe something different can happen, if she doesn't believe it's safe to have the love that you're saying you want, you can try and you can try and you can try and you can try and find it, and you never will, ever. Because if your inner little girl is not aligned, meaning not healed enough to recognize and feel worthy of the higher love that you're saying you want, she'll always pull you back. Not because she's mean, but because that's your comfort zone. So most women today, they're struggling in their love life because they're just attracting from the inner little girl who's not healed. And they keep saying, why is it not working? Why is it not working? Why is it not working? And they keep blaming the men. When really what they need to do is heal what's on the inside. Because when the inner little girl heals, then you can be the empowered woman who says, I want this thing, I'm ready for this thing, and I get it. So what you have to ask yourself is, if you still believe lies about love, like it's rare, it's scarce, you're going to be hurt, men lie, cheat, hurt you, etc., it's not going to work out. If you still feel scared of love, if you still feel scared of being who you really are in love, if you're still wounded because of your exes, if your inner little girl still feels anything other than safe, whole, loved, and complete because of what you experienced in your childhood, if that's hanging around in your vibration because it's in your heart, how could you ever attract in a top 1% man who's the opposite of that? You're not a match for him. So a lot of women, they don't clear what's in their heart, and then they're like, why don't I have it? Why don't I have it? Why do I keep attracting men who hurt me? It's because of what's inside of you. When it's not healed, all that emotion, all of that pain, all of that frustration is stuck inside of you, and it's just a big old giant magnet to attract in what you don't want. And do you really want to be with a man who's not healed because of what happened in his childhood? Do you really want to be a man with a man who's not healed because of what happened with his exes? Do you really want to be with a man who feels it's unsafe to let love in? Do you really want to be with a man who feels it's unsafe to let women in? Do you really want to be with a man who's still like insecure or wounded in any way because of what happened in his childhood? You've probably been with those men. What do? Even if you love them, they hurt you. Not because they're bad, but because people in fear and pain, they cannot help it. They do hurtful things. They're not trying to hurt you. It's like my ex who cheated on me multiple times. He wasn't trying to hurt me. He couldn't let love in because he had some trauma happen to him in his childhood that created sex addiction, whatever you want to call it, that I attracted that kind of man because of what was going on inside of me, because my little girl, even though my head said, this is the kind of love that I want, my little girl believed love equals criticism, love equals pain, love equals struggle, love equals not getting what I want. So she's the one who attracted in a man who would cheat on me. It was me, okay? It's not like it's my fault that he did that. But what I'm responsible for is the reason I attracted that kind of love in the first place was because what was unhealed within my heart. So if you're unhealed within your heart and you're saying, I want a top 1% man to love me, adore me, cherish me, treat me amazing all the time, it's not going to happen, because I'll tell you, even if you attracted that kind of man in by sheer luck, you would sabotage the shit out of that relationship. I know this because in my Get and Keep Your Man program, which is my year-long coaching program, I always have women who attract in men in the beginning, like the very beginning, like within a month or two of the program, they've met their man. And we still have to work with those women to not sabotage the relationship, because they've attracted in their higher level, but the inner little girl still feels unsafe. And those women will tell you, if they didn't have me and my team of coaches there, they would have sabotaged the shit out of that relationship and they wouldn't be with their man. But we taught them how to heal the inner little girl, how to feel safe in love, how to believe in love again, how to open their heart, how to be vulnerable, how to share their feelings, how to reveal their true self in love and actually trust that that's lovable. And because we taught them all of that, they didn't sabotage the relationship. So your heart determines if you can even let the kind of love in that you want or not, if you're going to sabotage it, or if you're just going to attract over and over and over again men who mirror how you felt about love as a child. And then we have your energy, right? Your energy is what you're emitting to men. Your energy is what people feel around you. Your energy is what men feel when they're with you. And that primarily has to do with, are you confident? Are you projecting an attractive energy? Attractiveness is it's not just how you look. I mean, an attractive, welcoming, open, sometimes a little bit seductive and fiery and fun and all these beautiful things, energy. Or are you insecure, shut down, I can't reveal my true self, I can't reveal my feelings? Are you in total like masculine mode, which I don't like? I think those terms sometimes confuse people. What I would rather have you think of is, are you controlling, tight, like analyzing everything in your head, analyzing the date, analyzing him, analyzing like the future of the relationship, if he's the one or not? Or are you free? Are you present? Are you really with that person? When the date's in front of you, can he feel your essence? Can he feel your vibration coming through? Because you're so connected to you and loving you and who you are that you can't not be who you are in front of a man. That's your energy. And again, do you want to be with a man who's insecure? Hell no. Do you want to be with a man who's all like tight and controlled and trying to figure out the right way to be and trying to figure out exactly where the relationship is going to go from the first moment because he's so afraid? You don't want to be with that kind of man. So to get higher, you've got to be higher. To get a higher level top 1% man, you've got to be present. You've got to be confident. You've got to be in your body. You've got to be able to own all the different sides of you and bring them all to the table and be a real engaging energy that catches his attention and makes him realize there's something special about that woman. So instead of complaining about why you don't have it, why not just do the inner work to have it? Instead of complaining about why you're not seeing any kind of men that you like, why not do the mindset work to get your mind aligned so the right men start coming in? Because I promise you this, I've demonstrated this time and time again with my clients. When they shift their mindset, they literally say to me, oh my God, it's like a whole new realm of men opened up. Where were they? They were hiding because you couldn't even see them or believe in them. And once you do, they appear. When you heal your heart, what happens? All of a sudden, you can receive more. It's like the men start treating you way better. You start getting what you want. And when you heal your energy, meaning when you're able to really show up as your full self in love and be present and be feminine and be confident and be vivacious and be all the things that you are, then men start getting that there's something different about you. My clients say this all the time too. They're like, oh my God, Nicole, you're right, you're right, you're right. My guy said this. One of my clients, Nicole, who just got married this past weekend, she's like, Nicole, you're right. Like my man said, there's just something different about you. The energy is the thing that gets that there's something different about this woman. I need to pay attention to her. She's special. I want her. So the tough love here really is, if you're not doing the inner work to become aligned for the man that you want, to make yourself really ready, you can say you're ready all day long, you can make vision boards, you can manifest, you can watch a million videos, he will not be here yet. It's only when you make yourself a match that that kind of man appears and you feel worthy enough of him to not sabotage. So here is my invitation to you for the women who are ready. Next week, I'm taking a group of just 10 women on a very special journey. It's called Higher Love. It's a group with me where you get private coaching time with me, and for 10 special women who are ready to put their time, energy, money, yes, everything where their mouth is and actually get aligned. I'm going to show you how to do that, how to align to the top 1% man that you want, and quickly, because we're going to dive deep, we're going to do the inner work, we're going to shift you, heal you, clear you, so you're absolutely a match for the kind of men that you want. So I've included the details for Higher Love here, but basically it's a semi-private group mastermind with me where you get private coaching time with me. There's also group Q&A calls. There's a private Facebook group where you can tag one of my LoveWorks coaches daily for coaching support. And the most important thing is you get access to all 36 video training modules from Get and Keep Your Man, which is my most powerful program that I've ever created to this date, that has women who sometimes they've been single for 10 years, meet the love of their life literally within the program. I'm seeing every day as I'm scrolling through my Facebook feed, literally more and more and more of my clients who did this program, engaged, married, happy with their men. You get instant access to all of those videos. It is the best love training on the market without a shadow of doubt. So all of that is in Higher Love. It's for 10 women only. It's limited because you get private coaching time with me, which is very rare these days. And it's for the woman who's not just, oh, I'm ready. She's ready to get aligned. So check out the info linked in the comments and let me know your thoughts about this video. And I hope more than anything you could feel that my fire and my intensity is coming from this deep, fierce love to say, let's stop talking about why you don't have him. Let's stop being in fantasy land that just wishing for him and being ready for him is going to bring him in. And let's do the real work, the inner work, to make sure that you absolutely get the love of your life. So thanks for watching.